Today on Girl Chat, Matt Lauer is fired from the Today Show. And Kevin Hart's hands are clean. He admits he's never changed a diaper.
Let me tell you something, baby.
Plus, Kyle Anfernee is here, serving up his cup of shade.
This tea is a little bitter. Might need to add some sugar.
Then, Terrence J is here. The Real is live.
This is our
It's her 10% British showing
yes,
again.
She still has her British teacup. Lonnie, what's going on?
Oh, well, we'll start.
All right, well, who's ready for some live girl chat? Don't forget to head over to The Real's Instagram page today and use the hashtag #GirlChatLive to join in on the conversation.
Yes, I'm watching, guys. I want to hear what you have to say.
Okay, you guys, earlier this morning, NBC News announced that they have made the decision to terminate the employment of longtime Today Show host Matt Lauer. Yeah, surprising. NBC News chief Andrew Lack said in a memo that Lauer was let go after a colleague filed a detailed complaint, which Page 6 alleges stems around Lauer sexually assaulting a female staffer during the 2014 Sochi Winter Olympics. Lack said it was the first complaint the network had received about Lauer during his 20 years with the show, but had reason to believe there were more allegations to come. Lauer's Today Show co-host Savannah Guthrie made the emotional announcement at the top of broadcast this morning alongside Hoda Kotb. Savannah described Lauer as a dear, dear friend and said she was heartbroken for the brave colleague who came forward to tell her story. What do you ladies think about this? I was shocked.
Well, I mean, I felt bad for Savannah and Hoda because they had to actually, you know, it seems like they just came into work and then they had to talk about it. And then a lot of people on Twitter were, I guess, trying to, you know, I think Savannah posed a good question because she was good friends with him. So was Hoda. How do you reconcile the fact that you're friends with this person, but he did a bad thing?
I know.
And it was just a shock to them. And I appreciate people on Twitter coming to their defense because people were saying, oh, how could they act like they were his friends? I mean, they just found out the news. So,
because
you know,
everybody is different to every person.
Right.
And I'm going to explain that. You are not the same. I am a daughter, I am a wife, I am a sister. Everybody's relationship with people are different. I am not who I am to my mother, who I am to my husband. It just doesn't work that way. I think it's the same thing, how you can have a man that's an incredible father, but maybe a sucky husband. These things happen. And I think that it's unfair to put any blame on them for being his friend. And it is a great question of what do they do now?
Well, because sometimes you may think you know everything about somebody, but you actually don't. Sometimes people's public persona of themselves are completely different than their personal persona. So in these type of instances, I would just, for me, my thing is, of course, you don't want to, like, drop them, but I would first pray, because that's what I normally would do, you know, just help them through it with prayer, and then maybe just support them in the way of trying to get them the best help that they need. And hopefully they will accept that help. Because the first step of change is acknowledging that you need to change in the first place.
Absolutely.
I'm looking at the process in which this happened. I've worked with the Today Show for years. I've worked with Matt, I've worked with the team. And when you are there at the Today Show, when you're there in the presence, it's a very well-oiled, very professional machine. Everything's very succinct. So when I read every line of that statement, I really believe every line about the thorough investigation, the time it took, the transparency they can allow to show. And you would think for someone as globally known as Matt Lauer, for this news to not have leaked or to go to any other source except from their own family and their network first, to hear it first, I really respect that, because we forget when we read all these tabloids and gossip that there are personal lives affected here.
Yes.
You know, there's a victim, there's a victimizer, there's alleged news, all that stuff. So I applaud you today's show. I really think that you guys handled it in such a respectable way.
And you know, this is the thing. I just want to remind people that this is not about sex. Everybody gets caught up with, you know, what's consensual, what's not consensual. Really, to me, what's wrong is that it's a person of power that is abusing that power. And because they feel like they have power, that they can make another person do something. And this person is fearing for their livelihood. And that's the real issue. And that's what we're trying to change, not only in this industry, but for, you know, all people, whether you're a man or a woman. If it's a person in power and they're intimidating you and they're, you know, making you feel like you have to do this in order to keep your job, we have to stop that type of mindset.
And you can actually see that. To me, it actually shows that we are progressing in this type of situation, because back in the day, money would actually talk louder than the accusations. They would literally just pay the girl, you know, up underneath the table to be quiet. Matt Lauer is like their moneymaker. He's their like #1 person. They're
so
like,
you know
what?
it was bad.
It's
like, and you know somebody that's probably having a mimosa right now, Ann Curry. That she probably having.
I cannot. I cannot. I cannot.
This is so heartbreaking to me on so many levels, and I'm just gonna keep it real. You guys know that Matt Lauer was one of my MCMs. I grew up watching the Today Show. To me, they made me love daytime and morning talk. You know, with Katie Couric, that was like the dream team at that time. So to hear this, it's so disheartening. I also have to say that something that really spoke to me was yesterday when Devon Franklin was here, and he said on the sofa live, he was like, people applaud all of this professional and public success, but we don't applaud people's personal success. And when we talk about personal success, there are people out here fighting real demons. We're talking about people who go to rehab, people who go and get help, people who say, I want to be faithful to my wife, people who say, okay, I have this issue, maybe I'm a little touchy-feely, let me work on this. We don't applaud that enough. We talk so much about how much money do you make, you know, how successful is your career, you know, how big is your house. What about what's going on inside? That's what counts. What is your personal success? What have you conquered? What demons have you overcome? And we need to make that more of a conversation that's happening. And I think that would really help a lot of these situations.
Well, there's going to be a lot more.
That's actually what I'm looking forward to. And I say that because there's a season right now of what I feel is cleaning. I feel that God is really taking all that that's been hiding in the dark and bringing that to the light in such a powerful way that I almost am in fear. Like, I'm sitting back in solemn, like, respect and fear of what his hand is doing. And you see it because there's people who are stirring at night knowing what they did and they're having to come forward. There's people who've been wrestling for years knowing something is wrong, but they don't know how to speak out on it. Please encourage and let's create a very safe, welcoming space for those people who need to come forward, the men and the women, because it's very hard. But at the end of the day, nobody deserves to live in chains because of someone else.
You just said something right now that just made me think, and I'm curious what you guys think about this. I wonder if at any point someone that was the one that violated someone, instead of being told on, I wonder if anybody is going to come forward and say, listen, before anybody calls me out, I've done something wrong.
Well, who knows?
Do you think that will happen? Do you understand what I mean? Without being called out, you said people are wrestling with it at night.
Well, there have been, from some of the stories, people have apologized when, you know, they've come and apologized and then their story got put out.
That's after they got told on.
No, but I think
is there anybody that has come out first before anyone said, hey, you did something wrong to me? Has there been anyone that has come out and said, listen, no one has told on me, but I can't sleep at night. I've had restless nights. I've known that I've done wrong by people,
because
and I want to
they don't think that what they're doing, a lot of them don't think what they're doing is wrong.
That's the problem.
issue. That's what I'm trying to say. What you're doing is wrong.
A lot of
They
it
only
now,
You don't think people
apologize.
are, if you're having sleepless nights, you may know that something you did was wrong.
In order for someone to do that, you have to have great character. And the people
you
who
wouldn't
are
do
doing
that in the
these
first
things,
place.
Right.
Well, that was the
they're
case.
struggling with that
So
in the first place.
If we're really honest,
Or if you're beyond it and you've evolved and you've changed, maybe looking back in retrospect,
that
you
could
say
be
to
possible.
yourself, wow, I did some things maybe to a secretary, to somebody I worked with, I've done something wrong, but I now can see the wrong that I've done and I'd like to make it right. How honorable would that be?
That would be
to see
awesome.
somebody come forward without, you're gonna lose your job, and now you've gotta say it.
Yeah.
That just because of integrity, they wanna say this.
Well, we're going to hear a lot more about this, and we'll
I'll be
keep
waiting.
everybody posted. So we're going to move on to some lighter news because this week, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle officially announced their engagement.
That is very happy news. And that's why
I have my teacup and I have my royalty. Whenever there's going to be news, I will bring out the teacup and the royalty.
Guess what, Lonnie?
Now you gotta look out for
Lonnie,
it.
Adam said he might, he knows somebody that might be able to get us to go to the wedding. We may be way in the back, but we'll be at the wedding.
Yeah, he said, well, they're trying to decide where they're going to have the wedding. So they may, from what I'm hearing, my reports, is that it may be a small, intimate place where they're going to have
I thought they
it.
had to get married at Buckingham Palace.
No.
Why did Prince?
No,
I mean,
because he's Prince. He's Prince
Future
William.
king.
That
Yes.
one right there.
He's going to be the future king. He has
Yes.
but Harry,
He's,
pick wherever he wants.
He's the fifth in line. He's
He
the
can
fifth
get
in
married
line.
at the
Yes.
court if you
The
want to get
fifth.
married at the court.
At the court. Not at the court.
Okay, crazy question. Where do we want
Yeah.
to see them get married?
Yeah,
If you could pick their wedding destination, where would it be?
Maybe somewhere in the country, on the countryside of England.
Oh, that
We're
would
going to
be
keep
beautiful.
reporting about this, but I want to tell you guys, the post-engagement interview, the couple confessed that Harry got down on one knee and proposed while Meghan was roasting chicken
Nice.
in the cottage.
They were in a
Details, man.
cottage.
That was
No,
some
we don't have a
good
picture
chicken.
of the chicken.
That was some good
In fact,
chicken.
did you know that there's a myth that, quote, engagement chicken is a meal women can prepare that is magical, so tasty, and so delicious that when you cook it for the man you love, he will feel compelled to put a ring on it. That's
We
what
got
they're
a
saying.
man nodding his head off
Yeah,
in the
he
audience
is.
right now.
Break
He's
his
like,
neck.
yes,
Oh my God.
ma'am.
Now, an editor at Glamour magazine recently claimed that 70 couples have been married after being served the infamous lemon and herb chicken. So, ladies, do you believe cooking chicken is the true way to a man's heart?
Don't marry me because of some chicken.
That guy, look at that guy right there. Sir.
70 people, that's a lot.
I
It
know,
is.
but like,
70.
I'm sorry. I don't want a man to marry me because I've cooked some bomb chicken. Like,
No,
on.
let me tell you
I
something.
know. There
Men
is
are
something
so
about
simple.
when you cook, though.
Men are so simple. Let them know. Tam, let them
Well,
know.
okay. Well, you guys know I waited a long time to get him some,
Yeah.
so I had to please him in other ways.
yeah.
Yes. How did you do that,
I
girl?
pleased him with my cooking.
Did you really?
I sure did.
Did you really?
I asked what was his favorite meals. One was lasagna. Not only did I cook that lasagna, girl, I spun it with a little twist and added shrimp. So it was a shrimp lasagna. He had never had that before. It was good.
Lasagna.
Yes, I did.
She was serving that lasagna.
And beef stroganoff. But I actually called his mom, Judy, and I was like, Judy, you gotta give me that recipe, girl. And she did. And I killed it.
So
Yep.
technically, you had the mother's blessing as well.
I did.
You had a
yes.
blessing from his mom as well.
You can cook anything for most men and they'll fall in love. I mean,
Really?
that's why I tell you millennials, learn how to cook. Some of y'all
this is true.
so busy putting
true.
pictures on Instagram.
Yes.
Learn how to cook.
When I read this,
I'm
though,
trying
like
to read what everybody is saying on IG.
What are
and
they
it
saying?
is hilarious.
What are they saying?
Okay, we have at Miss Baker laughs said he gonna be upset because I'm on a diet, but my salad game has reached 1,000. Then
Salad?
I don't know where. Yeah. At Massey 007 said, "What will he cook for me to make me fall in love?"
Okay.
I like
That's That's true. It's always on the woman.
So when I read this, I didn't believe it because I don't know. I just don't think I'm not excited about chicken. If it was a scrimp lasagna, I would think a little differently. Okay, that's different.
Thank you.
But when I read it, I was like, chicken. What's so big about
chicken.
that? Not really. I love seafood, if you really want to get into it. So I would be up in there with your baby-making batter and Adam and that scrimp chicken or scrimp lasagna. But when you listen to their actual interview, they said that they made the chicken together. Now that changes everything because my mind likes to go there. Do we all remember the infamous scene in Ghost when the two had the pottery and they both got their hands into it? Now take that pottery out and replace it with the chicken. Imagine the slapping, the smacking, the basting, the stuffing.
And the massaging.
Come on now, I'm surprised they didn't announce a pregnancy. That is sexual. Not making a chicken.
I do think, have you ever taken a cooking class with your significant other?
Okay. No.
That is very sexy.
You guys did. You guys made dessert.
We did dessert, at the Four Seasons. It was amazing for Valentine's Day. That was our first married Valentine's. We actually cooked dessert together, and that heart. And it was very sexy.
Well, I talked to Wolfgang Puck, the chef. We did a segment together.
Yeah.
I asked him, I said, what is the perfect dinner date meal to make for a man? He said, always cook a big piece of steak and make a salad because don't add starches because what happens is it's just carbs and protein and then that way he won't get tired. I said, yes.
Oh, well, yeah. That's
you are
no starches.
Just keep it on protein.
I'm so sure Mr. Wolfgang Puck was like, you need the protein.
Yeah,
I'm so sure.
Love it.
I think this is great, though. I think that's romantic, but what kind of spices? Because they had lemon and herb. What did you use? Did you use anything special?
No, it was just lots of cheese. That doesn't sound great.
How I do it
like
over here. I
cheese,
just keep it straight up. Sazon and adobo all day, every day. That's the way to my hands are.
Well, in my culture, we do a little spice because we like it nice. And so we go with the red rooster sauce. You guys know with the sriracha.
I love that.
AKA the cock sauce.
Now, the what?
It's a rooster.
Okay.
A rooster sauce.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, listen to this one.
What?
At XO_kiss_XO said, my husband had his engagement ring in a bucket of KFC. That's engagement chicken right there.
No, that ring, he was afraid of it
know.
fitting, so he wanted something to slip slide with some chicken grease.
That was good.
Let me tell you, for African Americans, the spice that you use,
What?
Lauer seasoning salt, all that.
I know about that too.
Now, everyone knows that a distracted driver is a no-no. But what about distracted cooking? So a teen named Bailey was live streaming on her phones as she cooked sweet potato fries, all while jamming out to a Hannah Montana song. However, when she dropped her fries into the cooking oil, the song wasn't the only thing on fire. Check it out, you guys. She's pretty shocked. Oh, here we go.
Oh my gosh.
And
whoa.
no. Okay.
Dang.
However, thankfully now that nobody was hurt. Ladies, have you guys ever had a cooking catastrophe like Bailey? I'm so glad she's okay, though.
Where was her phone?
It was sitting up on
you
the
can
wall.
perch it up, like if you're doing
Yeah,
live
she said
or-
she was bored or something like that. So to pass time, she did a Facebook Live or one of those things.
How bored can you be when you're cooking? You're doing something.
I don't know.
I get
Bailey.
that,
Don't cook no chicken for a man, Bailey, okay?
Yes. Yes.
Have you guys ever had a catastrophe, though, in the kitchen?
I did.
Did you?
Yes. I'm a great cook,
Yeah.
but...
Disclaimer, there it is,
Disclaimer. Actually, I was cooking something for Adam, and I had turned the oven on, and I forgot that I had a pizza box still in the oven. So I started seeing smoke, but like lots of smoke come out of the oven, and then the fire monitor alarm went off, and we opened up the oven, and the entire box was like on fire.
Oh, no.
It was scary, but you know what, Adam? You know, he always covers those fires. He just reached in that oven, took the box and put it in the sink and poured water on it. It was like, psh, and then we were good.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
He's good like that.
And what were you doing?
I was screaming. I was freaking out.
That was a lot of help.
Okay, I'm glad you guys at least when you hear, okay, so I learned when I was 12, okay? I was that girl growing up whenever the smoke thing went off.
Yeah.
Because you just cook and sometimes it goes off because it's too sensitive.
Yeah.
So I would just use my pillow to fan it. Well, one time I came home from school and I made myself something in the microwave and the thing went off and I just kept fanning it as I continued watching Alvin and the Chipmunks. Well, then all of a sudden I heard a poof and I turned around and the entire microwave and the corner of my chicken was on fire. You guys, I was cooking cup of noodle and I didn't put water inside of it.
Oh, no.
So I was microwaving it like that. My mom heard the thing. My whole family ran outside. We were stop, drop, and rolling because we thought something had happened. And my mom was yelling, fire, fire, fire. And my neighbors thought there was a fight. So we were stop, dropping. Fight, fight, fight.
They thought she was saying fight.
Fight. So they came and split us. So my mom was split on one side, my dad was split on the other side. Cops came because they thought it was domestic violence, and the house made it okay.
Well, thank God.
Thank God for that.
More live, girl. Oh my goodness! You know what time it is? It's time for the Reels Hotline Bling.
I love it.
We've got a real fan on the line. Caller, are you there? Caller?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hey, girl! Hi! What's your name and where you from, girl?
My name is Renisha. I live in Grand Prairie, Texas.
Oh,
All right.
Texas, how are you, Renisha?
Now, you know what? Thanksgiving has come and gone. It's a fun-filled holiday. But are you a Christmas Carol fan?
Absolutely. Christmas is the best holiday there is.
I know. It is.
Agreed.
Great holiday. So, since you are a fan of that, are you a fan of quick cash?
Yeah.
Okay, well, girl, that's good. We're going to give you a chance to win some money, honey, because we're going to read you the beginning of an iconic holiday song, and you have to fill in the correct word or phrase. Each correct answer will get you $25. Are you ready?
Yes.
All right, I'll start. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride.
In a one-horse open sleigh. Hey.
Yeah.
25 bucks right there.
Okay.
All right, here's number 2. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is...
Bright.
Yeah!
$25. Okay, you got it.
She got this. She's good. All right, here's number 3. On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Partridge in a pear tree.
Yes!
Okay.
Right there.
Great
Okay,
job.
she earned there for a second.
Yeah, I know.
I wanted you to win that. Okay, last one.
Bird.
Deck the hall with boughs of holly.
Ba la 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 la.
Today's guest is an author, executive producer, and TV personality who hosted BET's 106 in Park for 7 years, 106 in Park. Now he's helping contestants find love on MTV show Are You the One? Please welcome Terrence J.
And booted.
Little pumpkin spice, a little pumpkin spice.
Show off your socks. I want to show real men wear socks.
I love it.
Boom.
You're always very fashionable.
And thank you for donating to our Toys for Tots.
Yes.
We
Yes,
appreciate
thank you
that.
You ladies do amazing work.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
I love every time I see you or every time we get to work together, you're always so full of positivity, right? It's so cool. And you didn't always have positive moments because I remember you saying that you lived in your car for a period of your life.
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, I started off rough. You know, I believe that everybody has a dream and everybody has something they want to accomplish, but it's up to you to determine how much sacrifice your dream is worth. So in me going after my dreams, I had to live in the car for a while. I was kind of homeless for a period of time, but you know, it was all worth it. And that's what I tell young people is, if you want something bad enough, you gotta be willing to sacrifice to get it.
I love that. Now, everyone loved you as the host of 106 in Park, one of my favorite shows. But when you first auditioned, you actually got cut. So how did you end up getting the job?
All right, so I went to a black college, North Carolina A&T.
Yes.
I took biggest top five.
Yes.
I took every summer, auditioned for a bunch of stuff, got cut. Flew to New York after I graduated and auditioned for this New Faces talent search they had and got cut again. And the person that was in line in front of me, we were in line for like 6 hours. The dude that was in line in front of me made it to the next round of the audition. Yeah. And I said, if that dude can make it, I at least got to go to the next round of the audition. So I drove from New York down to Atlanta, auditioned the next morning. But this time, I knew what to expect. I wasn't nervous. And I just believe if you keep going after something, God will just move out of your way and say, all right, you want this, all right.
Awesome.
Sure. And then, you know, the rest is history.
And that's how you got it.
That's how I got it. You hang around in the barbershop long enough, you bound to get a cut.
I love it. So you're friends with Will Smith, and he actually gave you some solid advice. What was it?
Scrap your plan B. You know, focus on your plan A. We spend so much time worrying, if this happens, you know, fall back on this. And a lot of us, we get so nervous and apprehensive, we spend more time focusing on the what ifs instead of the what can be's.
Oh,
so, you know, that's what I do now. Is if I want something, I wake up every morning and take the steps necessary to get what I want instead of focusing on anything else.
That's right.
So great, so great.
Terrence J, who we are sitting here just goo-goo-gawing over because he was the nicest guest to get us all flowers and dark chocolate.
Yes, got us flowers.
So nice.
Thank you for that.
Thank you. Jasmine, you're so lucky. Now, we're enlisting his manly mind to help our male viewers out. Their questions have been piling up, so it's time to get to work. This is Male Mail. So our first question is from Andrew, who watches us on Fox 11. What up, Andrew? Okay, he's asking, what do you do when you and your significant other break up, but they're all over social media? If you're constantly seeing photos of them online, how do you get over them?
Look, Andrew, you gotta throw your phone away, all right?
Okay.
Take your phone, throw it in the trash. You don't wanna look every day, see your ex all on your Snapchat, your Instagram. Hit the gym, focus on you, pick up a book. Use the time of a breakup to rebuild you, and then when you come out, bang, bang, with the abs and the six-pack, you're going to make her want you back anyway, but just stay off social media.
Okay.
So true, Mark.
It's so great. Okay, our next question is from Sergio, who watches us on Fox 7 in Austin, Texas.
What's up, Sergio?
He wrote in this. Me and my wife have been together for 6 years. I know that's not long, but it's longer than most. Everything is still good in the bedroom, so that's not the problem. My question is to you, Terrence. Do men or women get tired of the same person after a certain amount of time? Even if you're doing everything right, do partners have an expiration date?
All right, first of all, your name is Sergio, so I'm sure you're doing things right in the bedroom. It just sounds like you know what you're doing in there. Look, 6 years is a long time, man. I don't know what you're talking about. That's longer than any relationship I had. So congratulations on making it that far.
Yeah.
If you made it, man, just do things in the bedroom to make it work for you. You know what I'm saying? Put a wig on her, put a wig on you. You know, call her J-Lo, she call you. Like, do what you got to do in the bedroom to spice it up. But, you know, I still believe in love, man. I still believe in The Notebook and Titanic, and I believe, you know, you can still go the distance. So stay focused and good luck.
Yes, it can definitely last forever. Our next question comes from Dante, who watches us on Fox 5 in Washington, D.C. What's up, D.C.? In relationships, I'd rather have a civil debate than an argument. So instead of yelling, I become nonchalant during the heated moments. How do I let her know I get where she's coming from without yelling and without just saying nothing?
Whoa, okay, which camera am I on? Dante, I'm talking to you.
Camera
right here. Go for it.
Dante, listen, all right? I know that we think doing the whole, listen, you right, girl, that you think that works. That is the worst thing you could possibly do, all right? Look, if they yelling, you definitely can't yell back, but you also can't flip into the cool
let's try it out.
Can't do that.
You know what? I'm getting tired of you. I'm getting tired of everything that you're doing to me. I'm sick of this, and I don't like this, and I don't think you treat me right. And I'm going to tell my mama.
All right, so Dante's thing is to just like do the whole nonchalant thing.
Right.
Do it again. I'm gonna show you what I do.
Okay.
Do it one more time.
I'm just getting sick of this
Play dead. Just play dead.
That's so smart.
Dante, play dead. That's the only way out of it.
But
play
when
dead.
she realizes you're not really dead, she might kill you.
Play dead.